10 mindset shifts that separate billionaires from everyone else. What if the difference between someone earning $80,000 a year and someone worth $10 billion wasn't intelligence? Not luck, not connections, not even education. What if the difference was how they think? Because when you study the world's most successful individuals, people like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Elon Musk, you start to notice something unsettling. They don't just work harder. They operate from an entirely different mental framework. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. In this video, we're breaking down 10 mindset shifts that separate billionaires from everyone else. Not surface-level motivation, not cliches, but the actual thinking patterns that quietly compound into extreme wealth. They play long games. Most people are playing short-term games. Weekly paychecks, monthly bills, quarterly bonuses. Billionaires? They're playing decades. They think in 10, 20, even 50-year timelines. While others ask, how much can I make this month? They ask, what can I build that dominates a market in 15 years? This is why they tolerate short-term pain, losses, criticism, slow progress, because they understand something most people don't. Compounding only rewards patience. They prioritize ownership over income. The average person focuses on income, salary, hourly wage, promotions. Billionaires focus on ownership because income is linear. Ownership is exponential. A salary pays you once. Ownership pays you forever. Stocks, equity, intellectual property, businesses. This is why the wealthy don't ask, how much does this job pay? They ask, do I own a piece of the upside? They use leverage relentlessly. There are only a few ways to scale your impact. Labor, capital, code, media. Billionaires master leverage. They don't trade time for money. They build systems where one decision affects millions of people. One product scales globally. One piece of code runs endlessly. If you're not using leverage, you're capping your upside. They think in probabilities, not certainties. Most people want guarantees. Billionaires? They think in probabilities. They don't ask, will this work? They ask, what are the odds and what's the payoff? They're comfortable making decisions with incomplete information because they understand wealth isn't built on certainty. It's built on asymmetric bets. They embrace asymmetric risk. An asymmetric bet is simple. Limited downside, massive upside. Lose small, win big. This is how venture capital works. Invest in 10 companies. 9 fail. 1 becomes worth billions. Most people avoid risk. Billionaires engineer risk. They focus on signal, ignore noise. The modern world is designed to distract you. Notifications, news cycles, social media. But billionaires protect their attention like an asset. Because it is. They filter aggressively. They ignore trends. They ignore hype. They focus on first principles and fundamentals. They think in systems, not goals. Most people set goals. I want to make $1 million. Billionaires build systems. A system produces results repeatedly, without constant effort. They don't chase outcomes. They design environments where outcomes become inevitable. They value time over money. The average person trades time for money. The wealthy trade money for time. Because time is finite. Money isn't. They outsource, delegate, automate. Not because they can't do the work, but because they shouldn't. They seek truth, not comfort. Most people want to be right. Billionaires want to be accurate. They actively seek disconfirming evidence. They change their minds quickly. Because in high-stakes environments, ego is expensive. They see opportunity where others see chaos. Recessions, crashes, uncertainty. Most people panic. Billionaires pay attention. Because chaos creates mispricing. And mispricing creates opportunity. They don't fear downturns. They prepare for them. These mindset shifts aren't motivational slogans. They're operating systems. And once adopted, they change how you see everything. Money, risk, time, opportunity. You don't need billions to think like a billionaire. But if you don't think like one, you'll never become one. The question isn't whether these principles work. The question is, will you adopt them before it's too late? If you want more deep, evidence-based breakdowns on wealth, strategy, and power, subscribe, because the difference between where you are and where you want to be is how you think.